If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired, because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street, run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail.
Welcome back, welcome back.
Florida Sheriff says we will show you if you come down here rioting when it's going viral. And so I'm gonna play it. It's like 4 minutes long, so bear with us because we want to get the whole context. Check it out.
Our ICE agents, just like our Florida Highway Patrol, are our partners. We all ride together in this. We all are out here to make sure that we're protecting our citizens, protecting our communities. Many of them have been called to the border. Many of them have been called to other locations to deal with the amount of fugitives and things that are going on, detainers. So for us, we will have their back. We will work closely with Colonel Howes and his team in making sure that we're increasing patrol. We're watching them. Anybody that's doxing them, as the General said, we passed a law about 4 or 5 years.
For my viewers and extra contents, this is about the immigration thing that's going on with the ICE, and this is the sheriff from Florida. And like I've been telling my wolves and my ninjas for a long time, that when you go to do certain things, you have to do it a certain way. You have to have control. When you protest, when you go for your rights, rights are given to people that conduct themselves a certain way. And when you think that you're somebody, that you're not, there's ways to handle that.
Ago that makes it illegal to dox here in the state of Florida. So anybody that's doing that, we will take them to full task on doing it. We will stand with you. I want to define a couple things, and our general was very kind in how he said things. I'm not as usually as elegant in how I say things. So I'm gonna first say that peaceful protests are part of our democracy.
See, I like this guy. I'm recording this because I like blunt reality told to me, I don't want it sugar-coated. So I know what to do, A lot of people make excuses, and the time of excuses are like almost over.
We invite people to share their opinions. That's what our country is all about. The key word in that is peaceful. And if it's peaceful, us in law enforcement are going to make sure you have a safe environment to do it in. That's part of that process.
Do you understand what he said to you? When you act right, they're there to help. But they're not working for you. And you can't just tear shit up in a protest. You can't fucking burn garbage cans and burn buildings, and this is not a fucking movie. You're not living a movie, and if you want to live a movie, are you not paying attention to the riots and shit and the shit that happens in the movies? It doesn't always end well. So why would it end well in real life? Oh, because they haven't done anything yet. So I guess people are really believing in their heads somehow you're going to be allowed to continue to do that. But no, you're not.
If you let it turn violent, whoo, you do not want to do that in Brevard County. I'm going to tell you that, and I believe I can speak for my fellow sheriffs around the rest of the state. You don't want to let it happen. And just so there's no confusion, because I don't want to hear any whining later saying we didn't know.
You see? He's clearly, see, I like a man that does that. Like, listen, you do this, I'm going to do that. If you do this, I'll do, you get it? Because then you can't, you get it? It's called law.
I'm going to break it down for you, all right? Because as you watch these riots unfold across the rest of the country, what you are seeing is buildings being burned down, police cars being bricked, having explosive devices thrown on them, having fire, guns pointed at them, bricks thrown at them, on and on. So I'm gonna break it down for you, all right? And
I'm gonna give you the short terms. He'll give you the long terms.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. Shoe program, nigga. 23-hour lockdown. I'm the man up in this piece. You'll never see the light of day. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. I run shit here. You'll never see the light of day. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. I run shit here. You just live here. I'm the police. I run shit here. You just live here. Yeah, that's right. You better walk away. Go and walk away, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
But, you know, he's on TV, so he's gotta like talk nice to you guys. He's gotta explain it to you. He's gotta explain that to you. Because it seems like people forgot.
And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right, this is what I mean. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired, because we are going to run you down and put you in jail.
Yo, he's letting y'all know. If you go down there and act up in any way, you're done. I'm not playing. It's not a game. You're going to learn the hard way if you want to.
23-hour lockdown. I'm the man up in this piece. You'll never see the light of day. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. I run shit here. You just live here.
If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're
bro, he's not fucking around, bro.
Run over and dragged across the street.
Like, it's like kind of fair if it's fair when, you know, when someone tells you, at least then you have the chance to avoid, you know, but when they don't, you know, a man like me can respect the truth.
Police, I run shit here. You just live here.
Car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave. In our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here.
Yeah, that's right, you better walk away. Go on, walk away, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Yo, this guy's not fucking with nobody. This nigga's on 0 to 100. I ain't never, I haven't seen a press conference like this in a long time.
If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at.
Oh my God.
Because we will kill you graveyard dead.
Yo, I'm telling you, stay home. Stay home. Stay home. If you go out there, you better be on your shit, cause they're not fucking around. They are not fucking around.
Brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at. Because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs. You're seeing ICE agents that are being targeted for doing their jobs. And you're seeing obstructionists that are doing all of this, standing in the way of law and order. Not here, not in the state of Florida. So, to make it real simple, if you don't want to have any of those things happen to you, obey the law. Go protest all you want. Do it peacefully. Stand on the mountaintops and yell your opinion, your views. We invite that. But don't you dare break the law.
You want to run and gun, man? Stay in patrol, okay? This is investigations, all right? Let the garbage men handle the garbage. We're professional anglers, okay? We go after the big fish. Chasing them monkey strong, crackhead motherfuckers anyway. You know they'd have killed you without hesitating.
That's why they belong in prison.
For what? They got beat down, they lost their rock, they lost their money. The messages from Hillside probably gonna smoke them. I mean, Jesus, what more you want?
I want justice, right?
Is that not justice?
That's street justice.
What's wrong with street justice?
Oh, just let the animals wipe themselves out, right?
God willing. Fuck them. Everybody who looks like them. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. The good guys, they die first, right? Those school kids and moms, family men, they the one that catch the stray bullets in the noodle. To protect the sheep, you gotta catch the wolf. And it takes a wolf to catch a wolf, you understand?
Everybody fake playing fucking revolutionary and not realizing what you're really like literally doing. Stop. Like, stop. It's not the 60s. It doesn't even matter what time in history it would be or was. You know? Throw the towel. Cause, like, when I see the protest, I've been watching this shit for a while now. And I can't really make sense out of everything because, you know, I don't pay attention to too much of all things going on. I got my own problems in life, individual to a group to, well, you know, whatever. But I have been seeing some things, and what I realize is, you know, it's the law. And I don't think I can just go anywhere in the world right now. I can't just say, I want to go to China and just live there. Because I don't like where I'm at. I can't. So, you know, if I did, they would do what these people are doing. So, you know, getting myself involved with something that, you know, one doesn't have nothing to do with me personally would be stupid. And a lot of people like to do things like that now, like this new age fucking whatever the fuck you want to call it. And like the guy said, you wanna yell at us on the sidewalks and fucking scream in your microphones and videotape and say we were there. We were screaming and saying, "Don't take the illegal immigrants away." You know, you can do that. Go have fun. If you throw a brick, you're gonna get it. If you act tough, like you really about that shit, they are about that shit. They get paid for that shit. They live for that shit. They die for that shit. So stop acting like that's what you are. You know? Sit the fuck down and protest. Stop being a bunch of fucking high school teenagers throwing fucking garbage into the street. The one I seen in New York was the most embarrassing shit I've ever seen in my life. I swear it was fake. If it wasn't fake, it was just exactly what I said. A bunch of fucking paid jabronis or some paid jabronis with multiple fucking just follower sheep people that are just like, I want to be a part of something. And it's like, yo, America is not going to take the shenanigan show much longer. You know? A lot of shenanigans were allowed to go on for a long time. You know? And that shit's gonna stop. And that's it. It doesn't matter what nobody feels or says. No. A lot of shenanigans are gonna fucking stop. You know? And although I have my own problems with America, I live here, and there's a way to go about things, you know? If you want to play fucking commando fucking, cuz what these people are not realizing, when you go to a protest, you protest peacefully. When you gather together and throw bricks and try to stop fucking government officials from doing their government work, then you are now a fucking, you know, you're a terrorist. You're a rebel. You're fucking, you know, you don't get that. People think shit's a fucking game or like a fucking joke or some shit. It's not. You don't want to put yourself out there like that. You know, it's not a good look. It's not a good look to be somebody that one, a lot of these people like I seen, they're just out there, you know? Everybody's not throwing bricks, everybody's not doing everything. It's just a couple people that got enough either balls or drugs in them, alcohol in them, and they're like, "Bleh," you know? It's not like people are mobbing and throwing bricks all at once. Well, the LA shit, that shit was gangster. The LA one was like, that was the realest shit. I don't know what if they had that cop car on fire above the bridge. I was like, yo, they're wailing. That's too much. That's too much. Like, that ain't no protest. You ain't see Martin Luther King out there fucking setting cars on fire. You ain't see Malcolm X out there with the shotguns pointing guns at the police. No. Police knew those shits was on safety. There was no one in the chamber. Shit was discussed before they even got there. Like, listen, we're coming with this many people, with this, you know? You people think that this world's a fucking a movie, and it's not. It's really not. There's ways to go about things, or you are saying, I am an immediate threat to you. And you're not really. You're just people that will get exactly what that man told you. We will show you what you think you are. And we'll show you what you think you are. We will show you. We will show you. I show you how to do that, son. And he is not Jay-Z. And he is not fucking around. But he will bring the rock down on your ass. So, I hope everybody has a good night. And, you know, if it concerns you, I feel bad. You got to deal with that. You know, I don't know how you got here or your family and how everything works because I've seen the most complicated stories that got my mind thinking of moral questions that I would have never thought of without seeing this. Like, like the Lord said, a household divided can't stand, right? I seen a guy that's Mexican and Colombian, supposedly, because, everything on the internet ain't real. But his dad's Colombian, his mom's Mexican, and his dad's side of the family voted for Trump knowing he wanted to do this. But that would mean they also know their son married one of them, but the mother's legal, but somehow their son wasn't. I guess he brought him over or something. A son before, he was older, and you get it. And then other people in his Mexican side of his family are known to be illegal. So he said, that's fucked up on my dad's side because damn, bro, like we your family. And he said, you know what? There's a couple of yous on that side that I know about that's illegal, and I'm going to rat them out when they come to get me. When they come get me, I'm gonna rat the other side of that fucking family out. I said, oh my God, a house divided cannot stand. I said, Lord, you prove yourself. You prove your wisdom to be true through so many things. I mean, I actually had to live it myself. A house divided can't stand. So I personally know that's true. That's why unity is one of my most valuable traits that I fight for because I understand what it does. It's power. It's struggle. Because, being around other people is hard. I don't care if you're family or not. It's fucking hard. But when I seen that, I said, what is that, like, what's that family unit like right now? As the days count on. Because they're going from city to city, you know? And I said, I wonder what the fuck, those dinners must be awkward in his house. That must be an awkward dinner. Then you're calling fucking Uncle Sammy. You was cool with him for fucking, God knows how long, because, he just got in office and all these things are happening now. It's not even 3 years or 2 years into his 4-year term. He's getting busy. And so for the people that been here for a while, and then like that, like I said, he voted. They're gonna be looking at him like, yo, how do you must really hate me, like you really, motherfucker. Guess what? I know Uncle Larry, your brother's illegal. When they come, I'm telling on him. Like, yo, that's so fucking crazy, yo. Anyway, it's not funny. It really ain't, but it really is crazy how shit be. Choices that people have to make, you know. Anyway, I guess you gotta count your blessings and, try to do things by the law as best you can. Because if you don't, it eventually catches up with you. You know? That guy was mad at his uncles or his family, his Cuban side of his family. But it's not like he was a 16-year-old boy, you know? He was a grown man and he was working. He should have been got his paperwork together. He had time probably to do what he needed to do. He's probably been living better than I have. And I'm a fucking legal citizen. I've been struggling. I had to fight for a fucking sweeper's job. He's probably been chilling the whole time. Because he has family. Even if they don't really like each other too much. You know? There's other people that don't have family that live here. And they're fucked. They want to get out of here. Not realizing it's not always, the grass ain't always green on the other side. And I think everybody's learning that now. I think everybody's learning that the grass that you have needs to be watered, and then it'll be green and you won't have to leave. But unfortunately, in the world we live in, sometimes people don't like when you water your grass. They come and take it from you. All love, all praise to the Most High.